The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Tangent Egg podcast. I'm Seth, and as always, I'm here with John Doe and Swoosh.
Hi.
Hello.
And this is our first podcast of 2023!
Happy New Year, motherfuckers!
Yay, we survived.
Oh, only just.
Yeah,
Congratulations on
we've
reaching
been down
another
the inside
arbitrary
for
point
years.
on the calendar.
No, this is a good arbitrary point because it leads to drinking.
Yes, well.
Yeah.
But so does any other day ending in Y.
I mean,
Especially
we are
Australia.
Yeah,
Australian.
exactly. It's a national pastime.
I know. We get really cut if we don't get our public... come on, we had an entire episode where like a quarter of it was just bitching about how we should get a public holiday for the King's coronation.
Fucking oath. We need a day to get
Oh,
over
yeah.
that shit.
Exactly, it's a
That-
traumatic event.
It's still a very sore point. Until they come out saying one way or the other, it's a fucking national topic that needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, we also had an entire episode bitching about them changing biscuits. So
Yeah, well, that's another fucking national outrage.
Yeah.
we have a lot of
Come on.
national outrage.
Fucking
Fucking hell.
away the favourites pack. No, classics pack.
Classics,
And
yeah.
like, it's not as though we're in support of old Charlie. We just want a fucking day off work to get over the bullshit that it's going to take to fucking deal with all of that. That's all
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes down
Exactly.
to. And I
Yeah.
think, for one, we deserve it. We really do.
Yeah, we deserve a piss up.
Fucking oath we do. For dealing with the bullshit.
I really fucking hope this year is better than the last, let's be honest.
Look, I'd say that it, like, it has to be because, you know, it's a pretty low bar to clear, but that bar's been getting lower and lower every year.
And, like,
I'm surprised every time.
You can scrape the bottom of the barrel, but below that is still a fucking hole. You can dig pretty fucking deep.
Yeah.
Are we sure the world didn't end when the Mayans, calendar ended? Because ever since then, shit's been going weird.
The world ended back in 2015.
Ah, yeah.
It's been a downhill run
That's what-
since.
That's when we killed Harambe.
Yeah, that was it.
Ah, yes, the downward turn.
The
Actually, it's
prophecy
been
of the
a
dead
casual
gorilla.
downward
Yes.
trend. Yeah, it's been a downward trend ever since we told Pluto it wasn't a planet anymore. So we took the only planet owned by the Death God and took it away.
It's been on a
Look,
pretty fucking
mistakes were
downhill
made.
run since we sort of climbed out of the trees and thought, you know what? Fuck, I'm going to walk upright. It's been a steady
Yeah.
decline ever fucking since.
That one fucking monkey.
Oh, what's that?
Really is the
thing?
cause
What's
of the whole fucking thing.
Find him.
What's the thing that the quote's from? You fucked up a perfectly good monkey. You gave it anxiety.
Yeah. Yes. That's what humanity's been building to. Like, anxiety.
That's it. That's all humanity's good for. And a
Right,
day off
so-
for Charlie's coronation.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep on that point.
Fucking oath. We need to bring it up every fucking time.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway.
definitely.
So,
Until we get that day off.
to start this episode off, we're going to look at the stuff we're looking forward to in 2023. And we're going to start off with games, mostly because this is going to be a bit of a lightning round, because a lot of the stuff that's coming out, we already talked to back in our roundup of trailers from the Game of the Year Awards from 2022. So a lot of these, if you want more info, we did talk much more extensively about there with trailers and the whatnot. But we will be able to lightning round through some stuff, and some stuff didn't have trailers, so we didn't talk about it then, and we might have a quick chat
Or
about it
release
now.
dates. So some of these might be hopeful coming out this year. They may get pushed again.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
So I'll start with the ones that have release dates that we do know about, and these are the things that are just interesting to us. So, like, I know one of the things is Persona 3, but I don't think any of us are going to play it. So
Yeah.
No.
I'm still cautiously interested in Forspoken. It's coming out on the 24th.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm keen for that one.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
it's in my wish
interested,
list.
but the demos apparently haven't shown it off very well.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So a lot of people are a bit I'm probably going to wait for a review or at least a quick roundup on the game to see what it's like at full release. I'm much more excited about Dead Space. That I'm like, yeah.
The remake's going to be fun.
We will probably end up streaming that. I will
Probably.
make that happen.
Yeah.
Also coming out in January, which I'm pretty sure Swoosh is going to be super in for, is One Piece Odyssey.
Yes, that actually looks really fun. I'm
doing
super
a
keen.
It's a JRPG style one, and apparently they're splitting the crew up a bit so like they can fight different villains without necessarily just having the powerhouse that is Luffy in your party.
Pretty much.
So it sounds like it'll be really fun, particularly if you're really into One Piece. It sounds like they're going a bit hard in on the fan service on that one.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I mean, anytime someone's doing something based off X property, you kind of wanted to lean into X property.
Pretty much. Like, they're doing it properly for once. Like, hey, we're just going to lean in heavily to the source material. Like, thank you. I appreciate that.
In February, Dead Island 2's finally getting released.
Oh, shit, really?
I know, after 2 different developers have tried to take a swing at it, we're finally getting it out, apparently.
I think we'll confirm that on February 4th. If it's out on February 4th, then yay, it's out. Other than that,
well, I mean, we're in Australia and most dates are based off America time, so it'll probably come out February 4th here anyway.
Yeah, well, until it's actually out and playable, it's still very
100%.
much, to me, to be affirmed.
Yeah, no, I completely believe you on that. I would have liked to play, but I won't because Rowling's a bitch. Hogwarts Legacy is coming out.
Yeah.
I hate that it keeps looking really, really good, but I'm like, no.
That's the problem.
not-
It
I'm not
looks
doing
great,
it.
but I don't want her to have money.
Yeah.
She's going to have money
much
regardless.
sucks.
So
That's a
I
good
know,
point.
but I don't have to be one of the people. Like, I can choose myself to not be one of those people.
yeah, well, I'm sure that at some point there might be a way to travel the high seas and play the game. But
Maybe we'll get lucky.
On
it'll
this
come to Game Pass.
podcast, we pay for all of our games.
We do.
We don't condone
We do.
that sort of thing.
no, we don't. But
Definitely.
sometimes you find booty in the chest and you never know where it came from. Anyway,
Next up is Wild Hearts, which is that Chinese-looking Monster Hunter thing.
Oh, yeah, that looks like fun.
That looks pretty cool. My big hype game right now for the year, Atomic Heart, comes out in February. I am so looking forward to that.
that's Russian Bioshock, isn't it?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. It looks good.
Russian Bioshock via Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all the buzzwords that are like, yay!
It's Fallout Shock. It's a new genre.
I'd really like to get some time to put into Company Heroes 3. I will absolutely watch the shit out of people play Kerbal Space Program 2, but I ain't playing that shit.
No.
I can't. Like, every single one of my Kerbals has died a horrible flaming death.
I mean, I've
Bar
played a bunch
none.
of... Like, God, I always talk about this sort of shit and I sound like such a hipster. I played Kerbal before it was on anything. You had to buy it from their website.
Yeah.
And I liked it. But then I saw what other people could do who are, good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, cool, I'm gonna just kick back and watch you be awesome. And
It's
I
like
tend to do that.
It's like the city building games. Like Kerbal, like you look at it and go, holy fuck! Like I'd love to be able to play that and do all that, and you play it. It's like, I could smash rocks together. Yeah.
How do I do this? Well, things like, with that game, the closest I got to getting a Kerbal to the moon was when I slingshot one directly at the thing and they hit a Mach 12. So, like, I felt so bad.
While your Kerbals are just paced in the back of the cockpit.
That point wasn't even paced. I think it was atomized.
In March, we get the PC release of The Last of Us Part 1, which I'm really
fun.
hype about, just to throw at more of my PC friends who never got to play the original.
The original was very good.
I fully expect Skull and Bones to come out and be a wet fart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have no faith in that being a
wet
good
fart
game.
with like a sloppy follow through. I have zero hope for this game.
I found it so weird. It was like originally, oh no, everyone loved Black Flag, so we'll like make something that's that like awesome, keen. It's like we're taking away all like the parkouring things. You can't leave your ship, and it's like, guys, no, you missed the entire point.
It was the boat combat you liked, right, guys?
Yeah.
No, you mean the worst part of the game?
Yeah.
Like I'm happy to zoom around and hear sea shanties, but the boat combat was annoying. I wanted to be running around on islands searching for treasure and murdering people.
Yeah.
Like an actual mechanic where you get a map and you actually have to go out and find shit and interact with things. Like, oh my god, I fucking want that. And then take us so long to come out, they've completely missed their own fucking built pirate fucking thing they could have cashed in on.
Pirates have well waned since that was announced.
Pretty much.
Particularly with stuff like Sea of Thieves taking a lot of the boat pirate treasure hunting thing I'm not a big fan of Sea of Thieves, but apparently it's quite a lot. The people who do like it really like
Yeah,
it. Power
like
to use.
Sea of Thieves was pretty much the peak and decline of the pirate genre. Like it could have picked up a bit more, like a few other genres have, but it was like, all right, this came out at like sort of the peak of when it was going to.
Yeah.
Now this is just going to drag out like they haven't even kicked a dead horse. This is just bones on the ground they've kicked.
Pretty much. They tripped over them in the desert.
Yeah. So next up, also in March, is Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Okay.
Hang
super
on for
hype.
that. Fuck
Super
yes.
hype.
That's really good.
Also, we've got the Resident Evil 4 remake, which I'm personally super hyped for. Again, probably another game I'm going to push pretty hard for us to stream because it's another horror game. I love horror games. And we've also got Crime Boss Rocky City, which is like, I don't know what the fuck the fucking game was.
Yeah.
That's the one with all the weird, like, we got way too many superstars in this friggin' game.
It's listed as a first-person GTA like. So is it somewhere between like Payday, GTA, what's that other fucking one? Or like, I don't know. There's too many genres that it fucking could be that I think it's going to take from little bits of a lot of them and not take the good bits of any of them.
We'll have to wait and see.
I think they've spent too much of the budget on celebrity faces.
That's the troubling thing for me. Like, there's too many well-known names there for me to think, oh yeah, money's definitely gone to the writing here.
Yeah.
In May, we've got the Suicide Killer Justice League game. I
Oh,
hope
I
it's
forgot
good.
about that.
I really do. I just have no idea what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't
haven't
think they know
shown
what it is either.
Any
That's the
gameplay
problem.
off. They've just
Yeah.
shown cutscenes, so it's like, what do we do? How do we play? Like, what is this fucking game?
I will give it this. If you're playing as like Deadshot and have the peripheral characters around you the same way that Guardians of the Galaxy did, keen. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know how else they're going to do it.
Like, unless it's an XCOM style game, but even then, like, I still don't see how that is going to work, or,
Yeah, I don't think it'll work as an XCOM game. I think that would be a bad call.
Because we all know Captain Boomerang would die with every first turn. Like, he would just spontaneously explode if he ever made it to the second round.
You'd send him out as just the scout, just flush him out. Alright, he's done. Now we can actually play.
Yeah.
And the last three big titles, depending on how you feel about them, in June, August, December, are Diablo 4, Baldur's Gate 3, and Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. I'm actually pretty keen for the Stalker one. I'd really like to play a kind of less janky, more tuned up and not by the fan Stalker game.
I am keen for Baldur's Gate, just because it's been so long since I've seen anything. I kind of forgot it was in production.
Yeah.
I've had Baldur's Gate in my Steam collection for quite a while, and I've played through this sort of early access demo several times, and I just want the whole fucking game. I'm sick of playing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And Diablo 4, I'm really curious to see if they've fucked this up with microtransactions. I really hope they haven't,
Oh, yeah.
but the genie's out of the bottle. They've had the taste of it. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like when a shark or something gets like a taste for human meat or something. It's like, well, now we have to kill it. Because it's just going to keep coming.
Such high hopes, but yeah, I'm ready for disappointment.
So, these are the games that we don't have any release dates for. They're supposed to be coming out in 2023. Who knows? They haven't got anything locked down. Delays are probably going to happen for some of them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Of the ones that are here that I know of, the ones that I'm particularly interested in are Alan Wake 2, Aliens Dark Descent, which is that RTS one.
Ooh.
Of course, Armor Core 6, Fires of the Rubicon. I'm tentatively interested in Assassin's Creed Mirage, simply because they've gone back to doing one city.
And
Excellent. Where
it's
is
meant
this
to be
one
more
based?
Baghdad.
Ah, fair.
And it's meant to be more stealth focused than RPG combat hack and slash. So
good.
if you can go back to the old, like, with just the assassin blades, and you have to try and mark your target and then find a way to get in and take it. Assassin's Creed Splinter Cell I want. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that'd be great.
Or
You
just
know, the way
fucking
the
Splinter
games used
Cell.
to be.
Give me fucking Splinter Cell. A proper fucking Splinter Cell game.
No. Never.
You've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the next chapter of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Final Fantasy 16.
Which is a PlayStation exclusive.
Final Fantasy 16, no blacks allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot they were doing that.
You've got. I probably won't play it, but I'll definitely watch some people play Frostpunk 2.
Yeah, fair. I
Oh,
suck at
God,
Frostpunk.
Man, I want Homeworld 3, and I don't
Oh.
want it to suck. Please
Oh,
don't.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hyperlight Breaker, I'm interested in purely because it's by the guys. It's a sequel to Hyperlight Drifter, and I really liked Hyperlight Drifter.
Yeah. Though, yeah, I think this one's 3D. Was Drifter in 2D
I
or
do
3D?
believe so. 2.5.
Yeah.
Fun.
I like the Layers of Fear games, so the new Layers of Fear, which is such a dumb title. Lies of P is coming, and I'm so in for that. Fucking Bloodborne via Pinocchio. Remake of Lollipop Chainsaw. I like the. I want to play Lord of the Fallen. Might be good, might not be.
There's 2 Lord of the Rings
Nightingale.
games.
Yeah, but
No, really?
I'm not keen for either one of them though. One
It's
of them's that
Smeagol or-
Gollum thing.
Yeah.
And that doesn't look very good. And the other one, Return to Moria, it's some kind of crafting thing, but I'm not hyped for either one.
I like crafting things, so I might look at the other one then.
Yeah, but you'd be more better playing Nightingale, which looks like a much better version of that idea.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing Nightingale. That looks boss.
We've got a sequel to Payday coming out, Payday 3. Might pick that up, I don't know.
That'd be fun. It's still squad-based kind of thingy, or
I'm going
I
to assume
believe
it's
so.
probably the same basic gist, just it's
Some
gonna be newer
some
and
newer
prettier.
maps. And
We
more
can do some
microtransactions. Now you can buy more masks. Yay!
oh goody, yeah.
Watch fucking Russian Badger bully the developer into putting dumb stuff into the game again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because if you've ever played it, there's a weapon that's a giant spoon. That was from Russian Badger bullying the developer into putting it in.
Nice.
So a shit tier YouTuber bullied a developer into giving him a giant spoon to use.
Yeah.
Simply because it exists, I'm interested in Path of Exile 2, because Path of Exile 1 was really good.
Yep.
And I'd love to see what they could do with okay, we get to reset and go again.
Yeah.
I hope they don't fuck it.
Because Path of Exile 1 was so detailed and all the little shit you could do with it, and they've had time to fuck around with it. There's so many mods, and they've built so much more for it. So, really have high hopes for that.
I think they're still saying that they're going to put out that Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. I'll believe it when I freaking
And they've
see it.
also cancelled all pre-orders and refunded all the pre-orders for it.
Yeah, so it's
have
like,
they?
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why
We're
is
still doing this. We're just going to give you all your money back.
because we don't know when we're going to actually get it done.
Yeah.
And I don't. Oh, it's Starfield, of course.
I really
Whenever we
hope
get
that
a-
doesn't suck.
I have such high hopes, but it's a Bethesda game, so it's going to be broken as fuck when
Oh,
it first
yeah.
comes out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But
Oh, yeah, I'm still
it'll
probably
get
gonna play
modded
it,
and
but, like-
fixed, and yeah, I have really high hopes for it. Though it's meant to have 1,000 planets, and holy fuck, if you can just mod your own fucking planets into it, it'll be worth it.
Ooh, the modern community is going to have some fun with that.
The Modern Computer has fun with every Bethesda game.
Oh, they do. Because they
But-
have to fix it first.
Yeah.
Like, make an entire Elder Scrolls planet. Oh,
Oh my god, they would too.
The fact that they can't get all of the Elder Scrolls... they can't get an Elder Scrolls game to run properly, and they're only trying to simulate a couple of thousand miles of fucking
Yeah.
bushland. And half of that's got to be procedurally generated. And
Yeah.
they're like, we're going to do whole planets, whole solar systems, half a galaxy. Get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I think
Did
it's
they
very
eventually
much going to
switch
be
away from their own engine? Like, are they still using their own engine, or have they finally put that
Gamebryo.
thing to dead? Yeah.
I think they might... Oh, I don't know. I keep hearing different things.
I really hope they've just taken that thing out back and shot it. Like, it wants to die. That engine is horrible. It's being
Yeah.
kept alive on hopes, dreams, and necromancy.
Yeah.
But it's not even good necromancy. Like,
Yeah, it's budget
um,
necromancy.
Go look at Dead Space, like the original Dead Space. That's an engine that's fucking wizardry made that engine work.
Yeah.
Like, half the shit it does with its lighting engine isn't supposed to work.
Someone sold their soul for that game's engine. I think it's guaranteed.
That's why it doesn't work very well now, because it was
Yeah.
built very specifically to run on the hardware that Dead Space came out on.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of janky and falls apart because the necromancy isn't playing so nice
See,
anymore.
that's the kind of game that needs a good remake. Like, where
Yeah.
it can't run now. That deserves a remake. A game that can still run now, like, probably doesn't really fucking need it. You give it a slight overhaul and let it go.
Yeah. Graphical update if you want to, that's about it.
Yeah. But
And the last thing on the list of stuff I think here that's particularly of noteworthy is Space Marine 2.
yeah, I'm
Interesting.
really hanging for that. I love the first game so fucking much, and it was just such an unexpected gem. It's like, this is going to be shit, and then you play
Do
it,
we
it's
know
like,
if there'll
oh
be
my
co-op?
god.
I doubt it.
Ah.
The previous
want
one wasn't. And look, I don't want it because the thing that made me feel the most like a Space Marine was just being one guy wading through the hordes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just ripping things apart.
We may
That
have to
made me
stream
feel
that
like
one,
a
I
Space
think.
Marine. Oh fuck yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be super hyped to run that one.
One other little game that I just heard of that I hadn't heard anything about is a co-op sandbox survival game called Wizard with a Gun.
The gun.
I'm
It's
sold
like-
on the name alone.
Exactly, that alone got me. I haven't even looked at it yet. Just that title's like, oh, interesting. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but
Oh, it's this one. I know. This
Actually,
one.
there was a
it's like a 2.5 isometric looking thing.
yeah.
It's
There was a
more like
game I
Don't
picked up
Starve.
recently.
Yeah.
I picked up, was it Penguin Heist? Because a friend sent me the trailer for it, and I was like, this looks dumb and stupid. But then I saw penguins beating each other with shovels. I'm like, ah! I'm buying this game.
Oh, Squirrel with a Gun's still in my wish list on Steam, and I don't know if that's meant to be next year, but that's just going to be a dumb thing like that fucking goat game. But yeah,
Yeah. But it might actually be good.
well,
Maybe.
we'll see.
We can hope.
So that's our quick rundown of the games coming out in 2023. Like I said, if you want a more detailed one, I would highly suggest jumping back to our episode on the 2022 Game Awards trailers roundup, because most of the stuff we were talking about in that is stuff coming out in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So moving on, we're going to do some TV shows next. Now,
TV shows?
the list of TV shows I have here is far from exhaustive or necessarily captures everything that's of interest, but I've had a lot of trouble finding decent lists of TV shows, specifically
Yeah.
ones that tell you what the shows are even about. So we're running off a list I managed to pull off IMDb. So sue me, it's not everything, but it's got a bunch of stuff that I think is actually interesting.
It's got the things that catch our eye, at least.
Yeah. So this one, its list starts off with Secret Invasion, which is a Marvel one. Fury dealing with the Skrull invasion.
Yeah.
I like
Could be interesting, could be not. Who
until we
knows?
see this in the TV series list. I actually thought this was going to be the plot point for like the Marvel phase, whatever the fuck it is now. Like,
Nah, that's
yeah.
Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fun, because Loki brought that in. I mean, I'm okay with this being a TV show. I think this could be fun.
Even though it's about infiltration, I
Yeah.
think it will work better as a show than it will as a movie. Movie's got to
Definitely.
do too much stuff too quickly.
Yeah, but if they had like little tidbits of it over a series of movies, but if they had this as almost like a detective kind of thing where they got to try and piece together who it is, and yeah, I could quite enjoy that.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting from it. But we'll see. We don't know. We're getting the Last of Us TV show this year, apparently.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
I
don't
actually
really.
very kind of keen for it. It looks pretty dope so far.
I think the only thing that gives me hope is that HBO Max is doing it. HBO
Yeah.
Max has been throwing money at stuff lately.
They have.
So they're
H-
going to dump enough money to make it even kind of work.
HBO Max is throwing money at things now like Netflix was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think HBO Max is doing a better job of it than
I think
Netflix was.
I think they're also throwing some of that money at good writers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, the thing that I think HBO Max has done that Netflix didn't, Netflix went, we're going to throw this giant pile of money at 6 of you, and we want 4 of you to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO Max has gone, we've got this giant pile of money, we're giving it to 1 of you, make it back.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's working a lot better because people actually have the time to watch that one highly well done show instead of trying to keep up on 5 of them.
yeah. Well, the South Park did those episodes. They called Netflix and hello Netflix, you've been greenlit. What do you do? What do you
Yeah.
want? Well,
Pretty much.
And Netflix burnt
shotgunning
themselves out
things.
on that because people weren't watching the content. They didn't have enough time of the day to watch all of the entertainment available.
Yeah.
But they'd already paid for it all, and they needed people to watch it.
Yeah, quality over
HBO's
quantity.
And that seems to be what HBO's doing. That
Yeah.
being said, they did do that Halo. No. Did they do Halo? I think
No,
they
that
did
was
Halo.
Paramount, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
Paramount
that was
fucked
Paramount. Point is, people can still throw money at a dud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Very
definitely.
fucking much so.
I'm just not expecting it to be The Last of Us.
Hoping it's not.
I mean, I have hopes for the One Piece series coming out soon. There's the live action for that.
Yeah, that could be good.
I think that comes out this year.
Though live action of an anime, they don't have a great fucking track record.
They don't, but the good thing is on this one, they've actually used the nationalities that Oda, the original writer, had for each of the cast members. So the guy playing Luffy, I think, is actually Brazilian. So it's like they're actually trying. They built the sets like from hand, like straight up. It's like, this is actually looking okay if you keep to the things.
Well, maybe it'll be good. We'll have to wait.
Here's
and
to
see.
hoping.
I have high hopes, but at the same time, trying not to get too excited.
We've got a show here called Shogun, which could be interesting. I do like period pieces, particularly samurai stuff.
Yeah.
Could be good. After that, we've got June the Sisterhood, which is a in-universe thing for June. If you don't know, there's a lot of side content for June.
Yeah.
It's
A lot
not
of fucked
just
up side
the-
content too.
Yeah. But there's not just the original two sets of June and Children of Dune. There's a lot of content for June, so there could be something good here. And given that people are pretty hype on Dune right now, not a bad time to be throwing out a TV show.
Yeah.
It is a good time for it, yeah.
Now would be a great time for the remaster of that June RTS game from the fucking early 90s. Which is just
yes.
Joel Westwood one.
a reskin of Command and Conquer. Bring that out. I want a remaster.
That'd
Get
be
on
great.
it, dog. Next up, we've got Ahsoka. Yep, cool. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
Ahsoka. I like what they've
definitely
been
in.
doing with her in the current live action shows. Let's go.
I like the character and I like the person they've got playing Ahsoka. It just
Yeah.
feels good.
Once again, their casting was on point. Like, you bastards.
Yeah.
We've also got The Acolyte coming out, which is another Star Wars show.
Still haven't seen much about that though. So
This is the one back in the High Republic era.
yeah,
So this one's way back in the day for the setting.
basically it's right when the dark side's starting to like rear its ugly head and do weird shit.
Yeah,
Almost
So-
KOTOR, but not quite KOTOR.
I was going to say, this is almost Old Republic, so does that mean that Legend is becoming more and more canon again?
Old Republic, High Republic.
Okay. So,
So-
the little squidge in the middle.
yeah.
So we should do quite well. Next up, you have The Continental, which seems to be a TV show based around the John Wick setting, without John Wick. The only thing that makes me sad about this is apparently Mel Gibson is attached.
Yeah.
Hey, he
I
could
can't
be
say I'm the biggest fan of him.
he could be attached in the first 5 minutes. He walks in the Continental, gets his brains blown out, and then moves on with the show.
That'd be cool
That'd be
if
okay.
he's credited on 3 episodes.
Yeah. Maybe he'll die horribly. We can sit there and laugh.
I don't know. All I know is it's a thing. It's
I don't know.
coming.
Fucking hotel windows are pretty fucking dangerous.
Oh yeah, no, Russia has proved this recently.
Yeah.
Next up is 2 anime style ones that I'm looking pretty interesting. We've got the Junji Ito Maniac, which is a collection of Junji Ito's horror manga stories. It could be good, but he's got a really specific art style, and I don't know how well it's going to translate.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting too many good things. Plus, it's heavily being pushed by Netflix, so you know.
Yeah. It'll be half-assed.
Yeah,
Pretty
And
much.
then there's another one which isn't done by Netflix called Uzumaki, which is another horror manga, which is all based around spirals and the way they infect people. It's actually really bizarre and interesting. It's a great read if you've never read Uzumaki. But yeah, it's really strange. Like I don't know if they're gonna do it all, but like one of the first things that happens in the actual book, a girl's father becomes obsessed with spirals, and eventually contorts himself into a tub of water that's sealed up, and turns himself into a big spiraled snake within it. And it's just like, what is this bizarre shit? And it just goes wild from there. With all
It's
this
also like
spiral imagery.
I like the style that they're going for, like the nice black and white, almost like manga off the page kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it looks interesting. The animator in me is quite happy.
Which is what's giving me really high hopes that Uzumaki's actually going to
Yeah.
be really good. Other than that, most of the other TV shows that are on at least this list, or that I've even been able to find, are just like, I don't know about this. This looks like random trash. I don't know, more reality shows are coming out. Like, what do you want from me?
I've
There's
seen
the
that.
3 Body Problem looks interesting, which is like a sci-fi kind of thing.
Yeah.
First contact with aliens kind of stuff. That could be fun.
Yeah.
I've seen
Like I
that
said-
the title of Masters of Air. I'm thinking they're going to try Avatar again, but no, it's a squad of blokes in a flying fortress trying to survive German fighters. It's like, okay, sure. They're picked off one by one. So there's 6 or 7 blokes in a flying fortress. So there's 6 or 7 episodes. You pick off each one going through it. That could actually be interesting watching how it all fucking comes apart.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Like I said, I'm having trouble just finding a cohesive
Oh yeah.
list of shows to even be like, this should is worth going and watching when it comes out. Yeah, okay, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we get
Oh
the
fuck! How did I
new
forget?
Book of Boba?
Bad Batch is coming out pretty soon. God damn.
Oh yeah, another series. I'm quite keen for another series of that. That was quite good.
Yeah, I can't believe I just forgot that Bad Batch was coming out.
What I want is because we've got like the Bad Batch and everything now being established canon, and we have the Book of Boba Fett. I think we get the second season that next year, but this year we should get the Mando season 3.
Probably.
Yeah, I would be really happy if they somehow just started alluding to the Bad Batch being around in the Mandoverse.
Oh, that would be nice.
Well,
I would really like to see that in the background somewhere, just in case we could get an eventual crossover.
Well, they've already had an ex-stormtrooper begging on the street for the credits,
yeah.
so like it wouldn't be hard to tie in other parts in the background, or even as passing characters or something. I think, they tying it all together like with cameos and crosses, I think would be really fucking cool.
Because all those characters are really fun. Like, the
Yeah.
Bad Batch I would like to see in a live-action setting, just to see how they could get away with it. Because they're meant to be slightly different, but also still kind of look the same.
Yeah, be slightly broken but functional.
But the animated series has been fun.
Yes. So we get more of that in January. But like I said, that's not even close to a good list. It was just the first one I could find that was even coherent. So many of them are
Yeah.
just a list of TV show names with no blurbs, no links, nothing. It was really bad.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just a couple of interesting ones. I'm just going to say right now, we missed a lot of stuff on that. But we'll
Yeah.
talk about cool shows as they come out. Guaranteed, we're a pack of freaking nerds.
But if we didn't mention the show and you're interested in it, please comment on our Facebook. Hey,
Oh, 100%.
Please direct us at things. We're quite
we
happy to take
wanna
recommendations.
provide links or it didn't happen.
We are bored nerds. Please send us things to watch.
So the last big category we've got is movies. And we're pulling this from Rotten Tomatoes, so again,
Take it with a grain of salt.
I'm working
Yeah.
with what I can get here. Finding decent lists of like upcoming stuff is difficult. They're so opinion pieced. Like, what do you think is interesting?
Yeah.
And I'm not that immersed in TV shows and movies to be able to make those lists myself.
No.
But the big one, probably, that most people are going to be waiting for this year for movies to start it out with, will be Ant-Man and the Wasp in Quantumania.
I don't know. Magic Mike sequel will probably get a fair few people frothy.
See,
I mean, do you really?
It made a lot of money.
Do you want to go to a movie theater that smells like tuna?
That's a good point.
tuna and cucumber, fucking yum. With mayonnaise. Hey, we'll stop that.
I swear, like,
But-
Magic Mike is one of the reasons they banned outside food in cinemas.
But, like, Magic Mike comes out in the cinema, but if one of those movies where you gender swap, it comes out on Pornhub.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep,
So,
pretty much.
a little double standard there, but sure. Not that I'm asking for those movies to come out in cinema. I'm sure there are cinemas
No,
that do
no,
that.
I just...
But it's just a thing to notice.
Although
Yeah.
the Ant-Man and the Wasp, was it the new one coming out? Looking at the trailer, and there's a point where I swear their heads are way too big for their body.
I'll guarantee it's a slight fuck up with green screening.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. It's just like it just throws me off. Like, why? Just don't work.
It's in canon. Their body shrinks before their head does. Jeez.
But like Paul Rudd, I like, so I'm keen for him as Ant-Man
Yeah.
more.
I mean, I genuinely enjoy the mainline Marvel movies. They're
Yeah.
generally pretty watchable, pretty decent movies. They're not as
They're
good
good
as they
popcorn
used to
movies.
be, but they're good.
Yeah.
They've settled into a nice niche as like popcorn movies.
Yeah,
It's like,
well,
you
that-
sit down, you know what you're gonna get. It's pretty good.
At least they're not trying to like rebottle lightning. Now they're just happy catching static.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I think they might be attempting a little bit with the Kang thing, but they're trying to bottle the lightning differently by including the
Yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah,
So
different
hopeful.
color of lightnings. Here we go.
In March, we get another Creed movie.
I haven't watched any of them.
Neither have I. I'm surprised this is getting a third, personally, but I don't know how much people like these sort of movies.
Well, apparently, I think it's just like the aging Rocky franchise. Who are like, yeah, we'll keep it going.
Yeah, because isn't it Apollo Creed from the
Yeah,
Rocky movie?
it's a spin-off of
I
Rocky.
thought it was-
That's
It was his son or something, isn't it?
yeah,
Or-
Apollo's
Yeah.
son after he died fighting the Russian, and yeah,
I think the first movie he fights like the Russian's kid or something. I don't remember.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't
Anyway,
think it's
next
not
one
a
up
movie
is-
aimed at any of us three.
No,
Not even a little bit.
No.
On the other hand, the movie after it, on the other
Oh,
hand,
yes.
absolutely is.
This is
which is
straight down a
65.
wheelhouse. Oh,
65 looks amazingly fun and dumb.
It's Adam Driver versus dinosaurs, and that's
Yeah.
really it.
that, yeah.
That is basically it. It's
Like-
sci-fi Adam Driver like fighting dinosaurs.
You couldn't have aimed that better if you tried it at us three. Like, oh my god, future tech
the
weapons
dinos
against
look good.
dinosaurs. Oh my god, I want it.
So far, the trailer looks good. The CG looks like pretty good. It's just I like this. This is gonna be fun.
I
The one
honestly
thing I-
don't care if it's a shit movie. I'm gonna eat popcorn and watch a shitty movie.
oh,
The
definitely.
one thing I don't like is they already gave away in the trailer that he's going back in time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a bit strange. Like halfway through, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is just the origin. Like it says prehistoric Earth in the trailer. It's like,
Like
Yeah.
that would have
Come
been
on!
that would have been nice as a twist, like the old Planet of the Apes.
They
like
blew it up.
yeah, that would have been a cool fucking moment for him to realize that. Hang on, this shoreline looks very fucking familiar. Or oh my god.
but I swear that happens so often in trailers nowadays.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
they've
they
forgotten
fuck
they
it.
have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you've just let the cat out of the bag. Why do I have to watch this now?
Yeah.
I've already just watched the movie slightly compressed.
Because you tell me what sounds cooler. Adam Driver goes back in time and fights dinosaurs, or Adam Driver fights space dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with space dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. And then they
Like-
don't even have to take any form of liberty with like
No.
any like this is a T-Rex. No, this is a T-Rex with fucking laser beam eyes. Do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck
Yeah.
you want.
Do you remember when Cloverfield, like the first Cloverfield movie came out?
Yeah.
We knew nothing about what that what that was, like at all.
A week before it got leaked because they released the fucking toys early,
Yes, that's right.
and that was it. And
yeah,
But that didn't tell you jack shit. All
No.
that was like, this is what the monster looks like. Okay, but what does that tell me about the movie? Jack
Absolutely
shit.
nothing.
Then you go watch the movie, and you realize the movie doesn't tell you jack shit either.
no, it doesn't.
yeah. Still a fun movie though. I still
it is.
enjoyed that movie.
I remember us walking out of that movie being like, what the fuck did we just watch?
Yeah,
yeah.
Apparently we're getting another Scream movie. Okay.
I have not kept on top of that franchise, and I have no idea.
I don't think,
think
anyone's kept on top of that franchise since like the mid '90s.
Yeah,
Isn't this
no.
like a reboot series of Scream movies? I don't think
there was a reboot series. I think.
I know they did
where,
a TV show, and I
Yeah.
think they rebooted the movies. didn't
Don't
they?
like
I think they've basically reset them more in a more modern setting.
looking at the marketing of this. It's all set on a fucking train. Like the marketing of it is like rail stops with like names of the actors as the fucking stops, and the trailer starts off on a fucking tram. Like.
Eh.
Sure, it's got to have fucking something to do with it, but that's as far as I'm going to go because I really have zero fucks for it.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge like serial killer horror movie kind of person. I like the monster movies because they're fun. They're
Look,
so
I
dumb.
don't mind the slasher genre, but I like the slasher genre when it's doing something silly, like Critters.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking oath.
fuck yeah. Critters is great.
Next up, we've got the new Shazam movie, Fury of the Gods, which is probably going to be one of the last DC movies to come out before they nuke the entire franchise again.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got Aquaman.
Yeah, I said one of, not the
Yeah.
only.
Like, the first Shazam was really fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
that actually
Yeah,
gave me
yeah.
hope for the DC universe. Thinking, oh my god, they're actually
Pretty much.
doing something that people want to see. And,
They kept the campy fun and they didn't try
Yeah.
and make it Batman.
and they actually made it fun. They actually had a
Yeah.
laugh with it. Like, this person is trying to figure out their powers and they're fucking shit up. This is brilliant.
Oh, I think that my favorite point of that one is when he's like with the evil guy floating above the city and he starts monologuing.
Yeah.
He's like, "What?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. You're like 3 blocks away."
Yeah. Or
Like, yes, I love this.
the whole thing, your phone is charged, and your phone is charged, and your phone is charged. Oh, it blew up. Fuck, run! that just made me crack up.
when
I
he
loved it.
Suddenly realizes he looks like an adult and he can go buy
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he realizes he hates beer. So he just buys candy.
So we've got that coming out. I don't know how it's going to work out because, like, the Black Adam movie was supposed to be like prepping for this, and that was a pretty mediocre film.
I
So-
enjoyed it. He murdered a lot of people.
I wish he just kept murdering people, but you know, there's a lot of ways you could have made that movie better. I.e., get rid of Dr. Fate and lean much more into the what perspective is a hero.
Yeah.
But that's a whole thing that I could rant about, but it's not important here.
They are definitely trying to make Dr. Fate more of their Stephen Strange kind of setup.
I hate that. That's not his character.
Yeah.
When you put the
Not at
helmet
all.
on, you give up being alive, essentially.
Pretty much, you become a living puppet.
Next up is John Wick Chapter 4. It's another John Wick movie.
More shoot him
We're
a
gonna
guy.
watch it. Yeah, we're gonna watch Keanu Reeves murder a bunch of people.
Yeah. I can't get hype for it because it's like I know what I'm gonna get.
This
Yeah.
John Wick 4 is like the early days of the Transformers movies. You don't go in there for story.
Yeah.
You don't go in there to really give a fuck. You just want to watch big robots kick the shit out of other big robots. This is just
Yeah.
shoot him a guy, runs to a building and shoots other shoot him a guys. Like, there's,
Yeah.
what even is his fucking point of doing anything anymore? Like, he's got a replacement dog. That hasn't been fucking in the last two
I
movies.
think
Like,
in this one, it's because in 3, he got basically just like fucked
He got
over.
now,
yeah, he also
now
got
it's just
pardon,
shoot him a
essentially.
guy, runs away, shooting. Yeah,
And then the Lawrence Fishburne's character at the end of the movie is like, "You pissed off? Yeah, let's go tear it all down."
Yeah.
And that's what the 4th movie is going to be.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he basically got a pardon from like the guys who run everything forever in the mystical desert.
And then he got
tent.
hung out to dry again.
Yeah. It was weird.
Next up, we got Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
I'm actually kind of keen for this.
I am
the
too.
trailers make it look like an actual game of D&D.
though,
Yeah.
like, there's so many other little tropes they could throw in there that would be like,
Oh yeah.
everyone who actually plays D&D would like, oh my god, this is so fucking funny, but anyone else watching go, what the fuck
I
is
think
this
the
shit?
one from the trailer that got me in, like, yeah, no, I'm watching this, was it was like, we have to go and discuss the fate of the world. Pub?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, it's what every adventurer does. They go to the fucking tavern.
But like, there's so many memes about it, like, every NPC should be played by the same person, just in a wig and a slightly different voice, or the character
Yeah.
dies and then comes back as themselves and just like, I'm here again, I'm a little different now, and like,
No,
His twin brother Jimmy.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's little
I want
tropes
that.
that they could throw in there, but anyone watching it go, what? Like,
Yeah.
they sort of do need to
They
cast a
weren't,
net for anyone who hadn't played it or is like, I've heard of Dungeons and Dragons, just what is this?
If nothing else, I want this to start in a pub somewhere. Like, they
Oh, yeah.
start the movie in a tavern.
You have to start in a tavern, surely.
Being narrated by the creepy guy in the corner that, you know, like the shady guy in the shadows.
Yeah.
And the party immediately ignores him for Gobbo the Goblin.
Fucking
Yeah,
oath.
exactly.
Next up in April, we've got the Super Mario movie.
That'll be interesting. I'm torn because Bowser actually looks like fun.
Bowser's great.
Yeah.
Bowser's
So-
amazing. Jack Black was the perfect voice.
Yeah.
Everything about the Koopas looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's everything else that's worrisome.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
I don't hate their Peach. She's fine.
Toad's going to be obnoxious. That's going to be fun.
Luigi looks fine.
Yeah.
But like Mario is like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Everything looks fine is the problem for me.
Yeah.
It's like, there's nothing that's going to stand out apart from Bowser. And it's
Yeah.
like, I know Jack Black is enough to carry most movies. Like rewatching the Kung Fu Panda movies, and he carries those.
Yeah, pretty
Ever.
hard
But
too.
as long as like it's gonna go through being one of these like any scene where Bowser's in is gonna be a great fucking scene, and everything else is like just go back to Bowser, go back
Look,
to
man,
Bowser.
I think there's a reason that first big trailer they put out was basically an entire trailer of Bowser,
Yeah.
and then a little bit of Mario.
Yeah.
They knew which character was the actual important one.
Yeah,
But that'd
that
be
and isn't it meant to be part fucking musical or a musical fucking thing?
I hope.
Most likely. It's
I've-
probably going to be some kind of things like Wreck-It Ralph or...
I don't think I've ever heard Chris Pratt sing, but I'm not fucking expecting much.
Yeah. Auto-tune exists, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to be able to sing, just got to have money.
Next up, we've got another Evil Dead movie.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
missed that one?
It's gone
Oh, there
from
it
like
is.
TV to it's gone from movies to TV, and now it's heading back to cinemas. Okay.
I'm okay with this. Like, this could be hilariously fun.
I think it's going to be another just popcorn movie. Go there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
burn an hour
Well,
and
they
a half.
never
and-
lost the campiness. Like,
No.
even through the series, everything was still campy and fun.
The one thing that I'm slightly like, I don't know, there's like none of the casting that I've seen for it has Bruce Campbell.
No.
that's-
And even if you look at the starring or the actors in it, he's not listed there. So
It's like, come on, guys, you can't
Just-
do Evil Dead without Bruce Campbell.
He
even
needs to be there.
as a cameo or as an old mentor, it's just someone just to
Yeah.
kick it off to have that tie back.
In May, we get the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Volume 3.
Another popcorn movie.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. It's another Marvel flick. Cool, let's go.
Yep.
We also get Fast X.
How? They've jumped the shark into orbit. Like, they can't come back. They literally went to space in a car.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they fucking did.
Like Fast X, the restraining order.
Yeah. At this point, it's just... I don't know how this franchise is still going. Like I'm pretty sure
I'll
this
tell-
movie will just be
I'll tell you exactly
Vin Diesel
how
sitting
it's
there
still
going,
going.
family.
Family. That's it. That's all it's running on now. Just
Look,
pure family.
No, that's the villain now. The villain is the family.
yeah, it is.
They've
No,
turned
they
on
did
Vin
that.
Diesel.
They did that in the last movie when Vin Diesel went bad.
Ah, yeah, shit.
I'm pretty sure the only reason these movies exist is the same reason that what's that stupid comedian actor no one likes? Who keeps
There's
Which
a few.
one? There are fucking several.
So many. Adam
Little
Sandler?
Nicky? Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Fast and Furious movies is the same reason Adam Sandler makes movies still. Vin Diesel just wants to hang out with his friends, drive fast cars, and get paid to do it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Good luck to
And
him.
look, I'm not even a car guy, but honestly, if someone was going to pay me the kind of money these guys get to do these movies, to just go drive cars in exotic locations, you think I wouldn't be fucking doing that shit?
Though,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
when you can get paid similar fucking exorbitant fucking money just to repeat I am Groot in different fucking ways, I'd rather take
I
the I
still
am
love
Groot
how
route.
I still love how seriously he took that as well.
Oh, yeah.
The inflection of it. I fucking love it.
He did
Also,
it for
Vin
every-
Diesel's a massive nerd, so we have to love him.
Yeah. He did it for every version of I Am Groot he needed to be able to do for every movie in every language to do it in.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Next up, we've got the new live-action Little Mermaid movie.
I mean, I'm kind of keen.
I'm not, because all these live-action redoings they've been doing of Disney movies have been pretty trash.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is one of the ones that might work.
I'll give you that.
Like,
I'll absolutely give you that.
I think the only way it's going to leave any mark is because of the controversy that's behind it. A week after it
Yeah.
comes out, no one's going to give a fuck.
No.
I still don't know why people got so fucking bent out of shape for it.
Because they all grew up with white Little Mermaid, and
Yeah.
now they've gone with a dark-skinned Little Mermaid, and people are just like, "Wah!"
I am mildly annoyed that Queen Latifah is not playing Ursula.
Oh, that would have been fucking mint.
she plays her in a Broadway version, and
Oh, really?
she's fucking great as it, like perfect. But I'm kind of annoyed that she is not Ursula.
Next up in June, we've got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Actually, I'm looking forward to that.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that first one was great.
Fucking
Never get
oath.
over it.
I still think the cleverest thing they did was the frame rate with Miles.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That from I'm not even an animator. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
yes, that's the stuff.
That makes the things in the brains go happies.
Like the thing I love about it is until someone really points it out, you don't really get it.
Yeah.
Like you know there's something off about Miles, and then you realize, oh, it's because his frame rate's fucked until he becomes Spider-Man. Ah, that's so clever.
Yeah. It's good.
So, yeah, no, Cross the Spider-Verse, super in for that. Definitely. I
Yep.
actually may even crawl out to a cinema to see that.
Yeah, I'd be keen for that, actually.
Next up is Transformers Rise of the Beasts, where we're bringing in the Maximals.
I am okay with this, mostly because it's not what's-his-face directing.
It's not Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bay has been exiled because they've proved with Bumblebee that a movie without him actually does well.
Yeah. And, like, this is sort of like a gloss over of the Beast Wars whole thing, which they could have dumped a bit of time into it, but I'm really...
They
My
might
pro-
just be testing the waters, because if it does
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we could get a Beast Wars movie.
Look,
Great.
my biggest problem is they don't have the Predacons.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have Dinobot.
My favorite, absolute favorite Megatron is the Predacons Megatron. Because
Oh,
he is
yes.
a hammy motherfucker. There is a brilliant scene where he's forced to stay in his robot mode, in his beast mode, where he's a giant pink T-Rex. But
Yeah.
his pink T-Rex has roller skates, so he's skating around, leading his troops. It's fucking
Yeah.
great.
But this here could
I
lead,
still-
this could lead into like a Transformers Primal, where they do jump back to like a
Yeah, that's
pre-fucker
good.
story. So testing the waters here with the whole fucking Beast Wars kind of thing,
Yeah.
I think is a
Like-
potential lead-in for other
I think they
Transformers
already
shenanigans
tested
later.
that Waters though when they did the when they did all the Dinobot ones in Age of Extinction.
Yeah, but
They
that
were
was,
fun,
That was still part
but-
of the Bayverse, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the
I
last
know,
of the Bay
but I
ones.
mean, like, I think they've already primed the pump on animal robots.
Yeah. People were
Yeah.
keen, because that's the only reason I went and saw it
Yeah,
was the...
that was really the
Green
only reason to go and watch it. The rest is
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
trash.
Go watch Grimlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like the fact that we might possibly get Waspinator in the future. I would happily watch any movie with Waspinator in it.
The two biggest losses from not having the Predacons are Waspinator and Inferno.
Ah, yes. Yes, my queen! God, I loved Inferno. Just,
Yeah.
he was so...
Oh.
I really need to rewatch Beast Wars, but at the same time, it's
I
hard
have it
to
if
watch.
you'd like to borrow it.
Or a few
I'll
more of
definitely
the female Transformers, so like Tarantulas, and
Yeah.
like I'd like them to sort of expand back
if
out
I-
of that.
If I recall, Tarantulas is the male one, isn't it? Black Widow is the
No,
female one?
there were two of them because they were both female,
yeah,
two spiders.
Tarantulas, and I'm pretty sure
No.
Black Widow is the...
I've got the Tarantulas toy here somewhere. I'm pretty certain it's fucking
I'm
shapely.
looking it up now.
We're gonna have to Google it.
I'm Googling it.
I'm hoping
Shit's going down in the Beast Wars lore!
I'm hoping I'm not wrong, but I thought it was like. I remember the toy having rather thick thighs on it. Going, what the fuck? This is weird.
Yeah.
characters. List of Beast Wars characters. He's one of the Predacons, I believe.
Yeah. They were both Predacons, I'm pretty sure.
Black Arachnia is the female.
That's probably what I'm thinking
Tarantulas
of.
is the male.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they started getting into like the transmetals and all the other like the weird
Yeah.
combination ones,
Yeah.
like Silver Bolt and a few others.
Um,
I just like the fact that Rhinox, their chief IT guy, is completely useless in his animal form.
yeah,
And it's
he has
used-
no fingers.
Yeah, and it's used as a plot point in so many episodes where it's like, we have to put in the activation code. Oh no, I'm trapped as a rhino. Because like Optimus has to do it.
I love those. I love Beast Wars, man, and I was really surprised when I found out that Beast Wars is responsible for some of the major founding lore of the franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very much.
The whole Spark thing didn't exist before Beast Wars.
Yeah. Because that's
that,
when they started
that blows
having.
my mind.
Yeah,
It's
because
such an
they used that
integral
as
part.
Starscream taking over Waspinator at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'Cause
because he
his-
has an immortal spark.
because
Yeah.
yeah.
It was the only time Waspinator was ever competent.
I'm actually hopeful for this that it could actually lead into a bit more of the expanded Transformers universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that I would
'cause-
absolutely love.
I
Yeah.
really do like. I want decent Transformers stuff. Like, not going to lie, I would love
Yeah.
a Minicon movie, like, or something, just detailing these poor little bastards who are hunted because they turn into useful shit to slap onto a Transformer.
Yeah,
Next up after that one, we have the Flash movie. That's the Ezra Miller one. I'm not particularly keen to watch this.
I have
how
really
is
don't
that still
know.
coming out? Really?
I have no idea.
After all the shit we've talked about with Ezra Miller, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is it's still coming. But I don't like Ezra Miller's Flash, so I don't care about this movie.
Yeah, the fact that he can't run.
Yeah.
Unless, like, he looks like he shit himself and is running to the bathroom. That's how
So-
the Flash runs now. I hate it.
So, like,
Uh,
Ben Affleck is in this movie, but Michael Keaton is still playing Batman. So I haven't even tied it back into, like,
I don't know,
Goddamn.
man. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who knows what's happening there? Warner
So-
Brothers got a bit mad.
Yeah, pretty much. Next up, we have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I
and
really just want Indiana Jones to die.
surely it can't be any worse than fucking Crystal Skull. Surely.
I mean, I really hope it isn't.
Unfortunately, Crystal Skulls really sort of brought me back down on Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, okay, sure, whatever.
Indy did not deserve what they did to him with that movie.
No, they did
that
not.
that was mean. Like, if they go do a return to form here, it could be fun. But I don't know how much longer Harrison Ford has as Indy.
Hopefully this is another, like, they're gonna completely retcon Crystal Skull, whatever the fuck it is, and
Yeah.
do another passing of the torch to someone else competent.
Yes, that would be good. I'd like that.
So, hopeful. Not
Next up,
expecting
we've
much,
got-
but hopeful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Next up, we've got Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
I
Another
have
one.
not watched a Mission Impossible in years and years and years because I just can't stand Tom Cruise.
I mean, I don't think Tom Cruise has watched any of them either. He just eternally runs.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they just film him on his morning runs every day. He's like, we'll splice that in.
I went back through probably mid last year and watched all the Mission Impossibles in order just because I had nothing else to do for a week.
Yeah.
And, like, they're shitty little spy movies. They're not James Bond. They're not much else. It's just something to watch in the background.
Yeah.
They're
That's fair.
spy movies that take themselves a bit too seriously.
Yeah, they try a little harder than Bond ever did, but Austin Powers fucked
Yeah.
Bond and you lost all the goofy spy shit and then you ended up with the Bond we've currently got.
Yeah.
Next up, and I'm actually slightly interested in this because I do like biopic movies. Oppenheimer.
That could be
which
fun,
is a
actually.
movie about the father of the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any good, but I do like doco-type biopic things, so pretty keen. After that is The Marvels. I don't expect anything good out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very low bar here.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy Ms. Marvel that much, mostly toward the end. I actually quite like the start of Ms. Marvel. Learning about who Kamala Khan is and her starting to become a superhero was really good. And then
Yeah.
they rushed the ending, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. She's a cardboard cutout. It's
Yeah.
boring and uninteresting to me.
Yeah.
So
A mile wide, an inch deep. There's fucking nothing really to
Yeah.
it.
So I'm not particularly interested in this movie.
It's Marvel, so it'll probably just be another popcorn movie.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's probably going to get a lot of praise, and I'm just going to be sitting back being like, didn't hit for me.
Yeah. Another biopic.
Yeah, I'm not that interested in watching a biopic about Roosevelt, though.
Yeah.
Though,
Um,
yeah, Teddy Roosevelt could be interesting.
yeah,
He was
Well,
a bit of a mad bastard. but-
Look, the only
Yeah.
thing that gives it any interest is that it's starring Leonardo DiCaprio. So
Yeah.
he's a pretty good actor. So, next up is the absolute, like, seriously, like, pause the podcast, go to your YouTube app, look up the trailer for Barbie 2023 movie. It's a fucking fever dream, man. I
Not
don't
gonna
understand
lie.
how this is a thing and what the fuck it's gonna be. All I know is it stars Margot Robbie in the key character role.
I'm
Yeah.
going to watch
What
it.
is this?
Essentially, Barbie gets banished from Barbie Land.
It starts off fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh my god! For a Barbie movie to go there, holy fuck!
I can't describe it. You just like I said, pause the podcast. We'll be good. We'll be here when you get back. Watch the trailer because we cannot do it justice. Just go watch the freaking
Okay,
trailer.
we'll give you a couple seconds of
There's
silence while
literally
you do
no
that.
other ways in the game of 6 degrees of separation you can put 2001: A Space Odyssey and Barbie together. Like, surely there
Apparently
isn't.
now you can do it in one step.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is just brain fucking blowing. Like, more people need to watch this trailer to go, what the fuck? Someone took that fucking step and then they fucking paid for it. Jesus.
They did.
After that, we've got the Blue Beetle movie, another DC film.
I like Blue Beetle as a character because it's a fun idea, but
I know literally
don't know
nothing
how
of the
it is.
character. I don't think I've
Basically-
ever heard of it until this.
Alien suit, like symbiotic kind of suit thing. Think like Venom, but more tech based. It bonds the host, but they don't have complete control. So
So-
the beetle can still make decisions unilaterally and take over the body.
Venom cross Iron Man kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to put it. I mean, it's coming straight to HBO Max streaming. It's not going to cinema. So,
No, that's troubling.
A lot of
We'll see.
confidence there.
we've got the next movie from the Conjuring universe in The Nun 2.
Neat.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, even a little bit. I don't give a shit.
Apparently, we're getting another Quiet Place spin-off, but it's listed here as untitled A Quiet Place spin-off. So
Yeah.
They just don't have
Sure,
it. They don't need a title. It's just shh.
yeah.
That's all it is.
That'd probably actually be a pretty clever title.
Yeah,
actually.
it fucking would. But no, they won't do that.
Next up, they're doing Craven the Hunter.
Because for some reason, all of Spider-Man's villains now have to have their own origin movie.
I don't hate that.
I mean, I hate it because the first one we had Jared Leto destroying, vampirism.
Oh yeah, fuck Morbius.
That would
And
have been
vampires had already had a bad rap since Twilight. Like, he did not do them any favors.
that would have been the perfect time to bring Blade into the MCU and just end it with him. Just fuck that. That would have been the perfect time. And then the next movie
After
is Blade.
credit scene, instead of thinking like Vulture turning up, no, it's Blade.
Yeah,
That's it.
And like the next movie is Blade, and the opening scene is him just wiping off a steak.
Although,
And
Yeah.
then you go off and do the Blade shit.
haven't I believe I heard somewhere along the line that they're like rolling back that post-credit scene?
Possibly, yeah.
Like they're not putting it on stuff anymore?
Wouldn't surprise me because that was a massive plot hole. Where it's like, okay, A, how did he stay in that universe when everything else was pulled back, including Venom and Thingy? Also, where did he build his glider suit from? Because he didn't make it; the toy maker did.
Yeah.
It's like,
So-
what the hell?
After that, we've got another Exorcist film. Who cares? It's just another October Halloween flick.
Yeah.
Yep.
In November, we get part 2 of Dune, which I'm
Yay!
pretty hyped for because the Dune movie was really good.
I like
So-
Fucking
it. It was a
oath.
slow
Actually-
burn, but it was fun.
I mean, that's the way you've got to do Dune, though. You can't
Fucking
do
oath.
Dune as a fast film.
No,
It doesn't work.
it's a slow watch and like absorb more than just things are happening.
Yeah. After that, we've got The Hunger Games: Ballad of a Songbird and Snake, which is a prequel to The Hunger Games, which is based off the book of the same name.
I have no interest in watching this movie.
I'm not a big fan of those books. They're very formulaic and get a little up their own butt, in my
If you
opinion.
want a battle royale movie that is good, watch Battle Royale.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
a
the
great
thing that it
movie.
actually comes from, that apparently
Yeah.
this woman never saw.
Yeah.
But whatever. After that, we've got the Wonka movie, which is a prequel about Willy Wonka.
Young Willy Wonka becoming a candy maker, I assume.
It's just like, why? I don't understand.
But-
why.
I'm assuming it starts off like halfway through the film, he just drops acid, and then it goes
Like-
crazy.
So it doesn't have Johnny Depp in it, so
Yeah.
so Because in the Johnny Depp Wonka movie, they actually went through a bit of a why he's fucking weird as he is.
Yeah.
So, like,
Apparently, it's going to detail where he got the Oompa Loompas from as well.
I hope so. I hope it's almost
Yeah.
like a survival horror movie of him in fucking Oompa Land.
Oh
And he's-
man, you sell through a survival horror movie with Willy Wonka? Hell yes!
And, like,
Well-
Oompa Loompas like fucking not as annoying Ewoks.
Yeah.
no, you know what? It needs to be a survival horror movie, so it actually makes that section where he's on the boat make sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, why does it get all
That-
trippy?
It's the
Because it's
PTSD setting in
Just
every
straight
so often.
flashback
flashbacks. Oh, fucking
Well, he-
oath. And if
in
they actually
each,
had those
version-
scenes cut into this, is like,
Yes!
oh my
Yeah.
god, he eats a mushroom and has a trip, and that's just the shit that floods
Yeah.
at him. Ah,
Well, the
I
thing is,
would
like,
watch
in
it just
all
for
the
that
tellings
alone.
of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, he mentions when he finds the Oompa Loompas
Yeah.
that they were being hunted by, like, so many things.
Yes,
A vicious Knid.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, alright, if you can double down on this and show us a horror aspect and still make it fun, done. I will watch your Wonka movie.
So they need to, like,
I don't
while
think
he's in
we're getting
Loompa
that.
Land, he needs to find snozberries and just all the weird little things.
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yes.
So the next one up is The Color Purple. It's some kind of musical. I'm not
Meh.
that interested. I don't like musicals that much.
I have no idea what it is.
I think the last musical I can actively remember liking was Repo the Genetic Opera.
That was fun, yeah.
That was a good movie. No, wait. Fucking Butcher of Fleet Street.
Oh, Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. Sorry, that's probably the newest one I can think of.
That was fun.
I don't watch a lot of musicals, so
I don't think any of us really fucking do.
after that we've got apparently there's the sequel to the Ghostbusters Afterlife movie.
I
Cool.
liked Afterlife, so
Yeah, I
it
did
might
too.
be fun.
My problem is that Afterlife felt like that sort of like thanks for still being fans movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So doing a sequel to that is like, now you're just pumping it for money.
We might get, because at the end it shows, what's his name?
Aykroyd.
One of them going back to going back to
Yeah.
the city, and he still has the old
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
thing,
That
the fire
reopening it,
station.
yeah.
So we might get a version of like young Ghostbusters kind of deal, where it's like, all right, new generation, we'll train you up, go
Yeah.
and do the thing. I'd be
That'd be
okay
good.
with that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And last up, we've got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Aquaman.
Again, another movie is why is this still going ahead?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can only imagine that all the DC movies were just far enough along that they're just going to put them out.
Yeah, they
That's it.
they
That's all I can
can't
think.
afford to not release them.
Pretty much. Like, they can't write any more off on tax.
yeah,
I-
that's.
Don't think I'll watch it, but we'll see.
I might watch it. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it doesn't come out till December, so
Yeah.
we've got plenty of time to make a decision.
apparently Christmas Day. So
Oh, that's
Oh,
an
that's a-
interesting one.
Merry Christmas.
choice.
Here's a movie where the cinemas are closed.
That's particularly in Australia where it's like, look, man, I'm going to be halfway through a bag of prawns, at least two tinnies deep, by fucking 7 a.m.
So,
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not going to a movie.
Merry Christmas. Wake up. Here's your bottle of rum. Okay.
And that run better be done by lunch.
Oh yeah.
I
Right.
think the big thing to take away from this episode is that we are weirdly hyped for a Transformers movie because it might give us Beast
No,
Wars in the
we're,
future.
we're,
Yeah.
we're weirdly hyped for Transformers and fucking Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've shown more interest in what the fuck is this Barbie
Fuck.
movie than
Fuck.
anything else.
Mattel has us by the short and curlies on both
Damn
fronts, I
it!
think.
I think a young us looking at us now going, you want to watch a Barbie movie. What the fuck has happened?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
You jump back to like high school me and I'd be like, slap, don't watch that. It's a fucking Barbie movie.
I can tell you
We're
what,
like,
Man,
no, but you don't
you don't
understand.
get it.
You don't get it. It's gonna be horrible. Like, so why are you watching it? Because it's gonna be shit.
I can tell you exactly what happened. 2020 to 2020 fucking 2.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Our psyches are broken. That's what's happened now.
Yep.
So that's kind of our look forward into 2023. I know we missed a lot of stuff. Do feel free to tell us anything that you're personally hyped for that's coming out this year. And hopefully more of it will be good than bad.
Hopefully.
Here's the
We can
hoping
dream.
anyway.
But we are at past an hour, so I think we'll wrap that one up. Yeah.
Happy New
Don't have-
Year.
Happy New Year. Hope you had a good Chrissy. Got some good shit.
Yeah. Hope you either
a
did
good
or
one,
didn't
yeah.
write yourself off too much.
Definitely did. Have a good one.
See ya.